Hi again. Did you know that you can profit your way right into bankruptcy? It's true. If you've ever found yourself asking yourself the question, where does my money go? Then you're going to want to watch the rest of this video because I want to share with you a concept that catches so many business owners out, and that is the cash gap. And also show you how understanding the principle can save you from a great deal of pain. Now, I'm Kevin Gallagher, and I'm a business coach. And I work with ambitious entrepreneurs who want to build and grow a six-figure business to seven figures and beyond in a really profitable and cash-rich way, so that they're able to live life on their terms. So, this cash gap principle is one I've seen play out a number of times. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to use a simple product business, but it applies to basically any kind of business. And some of the worst case scenarios that I witnessed of this were in service businesses. So if you've got a service business and you're thinking, it doesn't apply to me, it does. And you do well to pay attention. So what I need to do is let me bring up a presentation and then we'll get into it. So in this product business, you order some stock. In our example, the stock arrives on day 0. And then it sits on the shelf for a while waiting for someone to buy it, but you're still going to pay for it. And you've got 30-day terms with your supplier, which means that on day 30, you pay your accounts payable to the supplier. Now, in this example, it sits on a shelf for another 30 days, at which point a sale is made. The stock leaves your warehouse, but your customer doesn't pay you straight away. So let's assume that you've got 30-day terms. And for whatever reason, your customer delays paying you and decides to pay you on day 45. So your aged receivables are now 45 days. However, because you paid for the product on day 30, it means that you've been out without that cash in your bank for 75 days. So why does this matter? Well, it matters a great deal, particularly if you've got a growing business. Because a growing business is a cash cow and it needs feeding. Now, let me explain this by way of scenario and see how it plays out. So let's say you've got a business and you start with £5,000 in cash. And the average price per sale is £500. And you've got a 20% gross margin, which means that your costs are £400 per unit. And things are going great in business because every month you have one more sale than you did last month. In other words, if you start with 3 sales a month, the next month you've got 4 sales, and the next month you've got 5 sales. Now you would think that in this scenario that you'd be pretty chuffed and you'd be doing some sort of happy dance, wouldn't you? Except for one little thing. You've got a cash lag that is 60 days. So let's see what happens in that scenario. Now, from a sales point of view, things are looking great and sales are on the right trajectory. And with a 20% margin, your profits are going up consistently as well. Things appear awesome, right? Except that you're paying for 5 units on cash from a sale of 3, and you're paying 6 units on cash from a sale of 4. That makes sense. Now look at the bigger picture. As those profits are going up, cash is going down. And this business, in just another couple of months, the business is going to be in real trouble and possibly facing bankruptcy. And the owner may be thinking to themselves, look, someone must be stealing from them. But no, it's not someone stealing. It's all down to poor cash management. It continually amazes me how a company's financial often reveals some of the personality traits of the owner. Now, one of my clients, let's call her Sarah, and Sarah has a consultancy business, and she's excellent at what she does. She really is, and her clients absolutely rave about her. And her business was growing fast, and she was continually having to recruit new people and expand her office space. Now, and the bottom line of her P&L was really healthy, meaning there was plenty of profit. But profit's just a theory, isn't it? And cash is actually king. And because she was such a nice person, She had more concern about the client work than she did about her business. So she took her eye off of her receivables. And to compound things, because she's such a nice person, she also had a habit of paying her suppliers straight away. Now, when I started working with her, she was probably within a couple of months of going under, unless something changed and something changed fast. And we had to have a few pretty tough conversations about how she was responsible for what was happening to her business, because she was the one that was training people how to treat her, and she deserved what she was tolerating. Tough love, I know, but she needs to start behaving like a business owner rather than a service provider. Unfortunately, together we were able to solve these things, and she's gone on to build a really profitable and cash-rich business that delivers quality work and is a really great place for people to work at. So, what's the lesson for you in this? The lesson is to actively manage that cash gap. Ensure the gap between your payables and your receivables isn't expanding the consequence of your cash on hand. And start running a cash flow forecast and look at the forecast at least monthly. Weekly is better, and in some businesses you might even need to look at it daily. Cash management is an important part of the overall strategic management of any business. And if you want to go deeper into building a strategy and learn about the elements that go into it, you might be interested in a webinar that I've created that dives into how to end the chaos and gain control in your business by focusing on what matters most. And you can sign up at the link below. It only works, so give it a go. Take this from theory to practice to mastery. Today, not someday, because it will help you close the gap between where you are now and where you want to go. And you will thank me later. Now you go make it a cracking day.